I'm here with Ros Canter having her first debut for the British team. We're out on the cross-country course. Ros had a great start yesterday, 6th place after the dressage for the British team. But what we really value, Ros, is your opinion now on the course. The big day tomorrow is Saturday. What are your thoughts about the course, what you've seen so far, and then we're going to have a proper look at this fence 24.
Well, I think tomorrow is going to be a really exciting day because the course here is a true championship test. It's very technical and the questions come thick and fast, so there aren't many let-up fences between all the questions, which is what's going to make it a real challenge for horse and rider.
I'm told by other riders fence 4 will probably be the first big question because the horses are suddenly going to see the crowds and the atmosphere, as people will probably be mostly this side. Will that affect the horses and the way you approach the jump and think about that? Will that make any difference, do you think?
Yes, definitely. I think, you know, they won't have much time from crossing the road and hitting all the people to having to face one of the most difficult fences on the course. So it's, you know, going to be really important to try and get the horses settled in the first minute and get their focus on the rider and their trust in you so that they're really on the ball when it comes to fence 4.
And the other thing people are talking about is making the time, because there's quite a bit of galloping through water, quite a lot of turns and twists on the course, and it's going to be essential to ride the tightest possible lines, I think, in between the fences.
Yes, definitely, and also to make use of there are some real galloping stretches here, so I think, you know, if it is a point where you can gallop, you've got to go really as fast as you can, and then the difficulty comes when you keep hitting these technical fences and you've got to get the horses back in the right gear soon enough for the technical fences and then get your speed back up again on landing, so it's going to be a real challenge tomorrow.
Lovely, and this is fence 24 where we've got an A, B and C element in the water. Tell us a little bit about your thinking of this, because this would be their second water jump.
Well, it's actually probably the 4th time they get their feet wet because they splash through just a little bit here on the way out and then they go through the next water twice. So by this point, hopefully they'll be fairly confident about that, and if they're not, then the riders should know that they're going to have to do a bit of work here. It's a big log in. The other thing you've got to take into consideration is that they're going to be turning away from home for the 3rd time. And also you're getting towards the last couple of minutes of the course here, so you might have a slightly different horse underneath you from the one that set off, so you might just need to rev the engine a little bit before jumping in over this big log in. And then you've got quite a long space travelling through the water to a large step up out of the water to a skinny bounce coming out, which is always a difficult jump. Steps up out of water is something that riders generally don't enjoy jumping because the margin of error is so little, and then combine that with a skinny fence means that you've really got to be extremely accurate. But
quite a forgiving ground line for that skinny in terms of where they actually bounce from, would you say? There's no hard line there, they've got a bit of space.
Yeah, yes, it's been very kindly built, and I think as long as, you know, you respect it and get the horse in the right balance and in the right canter, it should jump well.
Ros, that's great. We wish you all the very best of luck with All-Star B tomorrow. Thank you.